Welcome to Dan AHI YouTube. Leaders for South Nigeria, they are happy because of Tinubu tax reform. But leaders for North, no dey happy. Dem dey fight against am. Dem dey fight Tinubu make e no do am. Apostle Alfred Uyinosa, the man wey dey talk am as e be, don come here today come put mouth for this matter. Make I leave you now, make you hear from Apostle Alfred Uyinosa. Enjoy the video.
For this tax reform to work, number one, like Lagos State, let them break the monopoly of the port. When they break the monopoly of the seaport, let other region that want to build seaport build. Then the federal government will now support that region to have their seaport. Like in Edo, for example, the past government tried to build a seaport and all the paperwork has been done. But because of federal government, this authority or to control the system, they don't want to allow the seaport work. Now, if the federal government break down monopoly from Lagos State to say, look, we want other region to have their seaport. Any governor that have been able to pass the bill, they have been able to create the enabling environment for the seaport, then the federal government cannot support that state to build their seaport to decongest Lagos State. Yes, to decongest Lagos State. Now, you cannot look other states will not get international airports where they need to upgrade. Then upgrade those local airports to international airport so that those states or that region cannot generate more IGRO for themselves. So I just think out of the box so that all of us will really understand the benefit of this tax reform. For this tax reform to be impactful to all regions, so they need to break so many monopoly. Break down so many monopoly. So the monopoly of federal government having more of their federal parastatal in one region to break it. Now, for example, like the data, like the South-South where they get oil, so they'll need to make all the refinery in South-South work. Then give more license to governors or investors that want to build refinery in those regions. Let them build. Now, in building that refinery, they cannot generate more IGRO for their state. Yes, my people. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on the location for the watch this video. My name is Trimmy Apostle Alfred Uyinosa, the mobile street commissioner. The man with the talk the show and the doing as CDB. You get one question whether the bother my heart for the past 2 to 3 days now. Why be say some northerners they fight against the new tax reform? This one a question where we say we need to really ask ourselves. Why be say some northern leaders they fight against the new tax reform? We need to ask question. And because if we not ask question and we not really know where we from they come and where will they go. As I can ask question around, why the fight? Why the fight? Why the agitation from some governor from the north? Why? Yeah, one of the guy, I stumbled to one write-off of Facebook, and the guy say, during the time of granite pyramid, saying that the granite where they see for north that time, then they take build Lagos, then they take build some state. I was like, okay, if not granite from the north that they build Lagos, how come the entire oil sector from the south, now the northern and the control, and all the custom head, all the major parastatal for the country, now the northern leaders, now them they control. So which means them they get more from us to take enrich themselves. The tax reform get a positive side and a negative side. But the positive side of the reform, na big pass. So which simply means state now need to work more to generate more IGRO for themselves. And it will couple state governors hand head to think well on the area where they need to expand for more companies, for more business to come into their state so that they can be able to generate more IGRO without necessarily waiting for the federal government. Now, I can also look. In Kano, for example, they contribute little or nothing to the state, the federal allocation, but they collect more from the federal government. Why? Because they get so many local governments. Local government, you be saying now 200 person did there, one local government. Maybe one area, 5,000 person did there, 90 there, one local government. So they collect more money from the federal government in the name of more local government. But are they really productive? Are they really contributing to the development? No. Now, for me, this tax reform go come make so many of our big men, we know they pay tax before, they'll come get they pay tax. And so many companies maybe say that they overtax before, it will also reduce. So the money will also reduce. So the more you generate for your state, the better for you. So I just believe saying, we really need to ask this question. Why some Northerners they fight against this new tax reform? Why? Make we don't allow them, they distract us with, they say, Port Harcourt refinery work, tomorrow no work. Then the other day, they say EFCC uncovered several other something, duplex for Abuja, but they not tell us the name. Some people, they speculate, say maybe na Emifele. Not be Emifele, na Northern person get them. Yeah. That estate where they see, it does not belong to Emifele. So, make we know they quickly jump into a conclusion. Now, one of those Northern Kaba, now I get them. If now Emifele get that estate, therefore publish a name. So, I think, time ready for us to begin to ask ourselves question. Why the Northern, they fight against the tax reform? Why? Because I think as a Nigeria, time don't reach for us to begin to put aside sentiment and tribal bigot, and let's think about the collective interest of all. Now, if the South is producing more, they should get more. If the Southeast is producing more, they should get more. If the North is producing more, they should get more. If the Lagos is producing more, they should get more. So the era of saying, Moki the walk, Babo the shop, I think that era, we need to cut off that era completely. Now, for some part of the North, they fight against alcohol. They destroy alcohol. But they benefit from the tax where so many alcohol company they pay, whether for Lagos, whether for another state. So, all these are the things we need to really look into. If they destroy alcohol for the North, so you have no business to benefit from the proceed that is being sold from alcohol from another state, like Lagos, so many other states in Nigeria. So let's put it check and balance. So many northern states, they produce more local government so that they get higher revenue or IGRO from the federal. But they contribute little or nothing to the state treasury. Think. River State, for example, produce more revenue, IGRO. Other southern states produce more IGRO. Lagos State produce more IGRO. But if you check what they can get from the federal, not just peanuts, then the state will be said they contribute 3% to the federal account. Now them they collect lion's share from the money. Does that really make sense? It does not make sense. So this one requires critical thinking. And I go appeal to all well-meaning Nigerians. Make all of us support this tax reform. I know say go really tell on us where we don't dey suffer already. So not be today we start to the suffer. The suffering did not start today. The suffering has been there. So if we can just but embrace this tax reform, yes, the pain will be there. Yes, I totally agree with you. There's going to be pain. But at the end of the day, if there is no pain, there can be no gain. Other African countries, they survive more on tax. They survive more on tax. And in surviving more on tax, the people pay more. And there are other countries in the world, some African countries, they pay more on electricity. Yes. But in Nigeria, we pay less. If we pay less, but we are not getting it. If things they work the way it's supposed to work, the idea of one region depending on another region to survive, it no go dey there. So the region should work so hard to provide for their citizens. For me, I support this new tax reform because it will make other regions to wake up to work for the interest of the people. Now you check some big mail compound, you get close to 20 Prado Jeep, some 10 Jeeps, 15 Jeeps, but they don't pay tax. They don't. So they collect more from the poor masses to enrich themselves. So all these things are what we're supposed to talk about. And the question I say they ask, why are the some Northerners really fighting against the tax reform? Why? Yeah, my brother, Godson Joseph, God bless you. My brother Taiwo Obowie. My brother Abedwefe. You dig it well. So, we'll ask ourselves, why are they truly fighting against the tax reform? Why? So, people will get mind. People will understand how system they work. Now go really sit down to see why and ask question. Why are they fighting? And I discover, say, so many reform will be say government, federal government want implement. Why be say that Northern and they quick fight against those reform? Why? Why? Now, if you check, like what I've talked before, if you check so many parastatals in Nigeria today, now the Northern and they control. Is it NNPC? Now Northern and they control. But is there any oil from the north? No. But now Northern and they control. 90% of our oil well. Now the Northern and they control. Yes. 70 or 80% of our oil well from the south is being controlled by the north. But with this tax reform now, day or day, like what my brother your talk, grateful heart, it says selfish interest. You are very correct. So some of these northern leaders, they don't say and say, it be like say their grip of corruption is about to be broken. Come like say Moki they walk, Babu they shop. Moki they walk, Babu they shop. So this one a question we need to ask. Why? Why be say the Northern and they fight against the new tax reform? Why? Make we leave sentiment aside. Make we leave party affiliation aside. Then make we think out of the box. Why are they fighting against this tax reform? Like my brother just talked, he says selfish interest. Very, very correct. So them not they fight for the interest of all. So if I mean they lay the egg, I should be able to benefit more from the egg. Yes, but the South produce more IGRO to the federal, but yet they collect little from the center. Then why the region, the northern part of the country, where we say they contribute more to the federal location, and they are collecting more. E.g., there is gold in the north. Most of those northern leaders, now they sit on top of the gold. They decide what happened to the mineral resources in the north. Then why we from the south, have no say. We not get say. We have no control over our own mineral resources. So with this tax reform, everybody now will not need to sit tight. Everybody, every governor will not need to sit tight. So, I believe, say, for us to experience country full with development, we must pay the sacrifice. Yeah, my brother Igodaro Oye Charles, good morning, long time. Abowe. So my brother Igodaro Oye Charles, Abowe. So, check other countries, they survive on tax. Where the rich pay more, everybody pay more. Dubai, they pay more. Okay, my brother say, support the new tax reform that will boost state to bring more to the table. That's it. Now, it will not make the state governors to work more. So you cannot bring little to the table and be collecting more. Then the people that are bringing more to the table are collecting less. I don't know if you understand. The state where they contribute more to the table, they eat crumbs. Then the region where they contribute crumbs to the table, they eat more. Doesn't make sense. Does it really make sense? No. So, state governors now will not need to work to produce more. So, the more you produce, the higher the IGRO to your state. It's a welcome development. And so many things, excesses of tax from different governments go reduce. Now, the burden on the poor will reduce to a barest minimum, not total. At least you go reduce. The poor masses will not have sense of belonging. So the governors will not be forced to work. They will not be forced to create more room to generate more IGRO for the state to run. So let all well-meaning Nigerians come together to see how we can support this tax reform. Okay, no, sir. The reform has not been passed, but they don't debate. So as a day first today or so, they suspend the debate because some northern leaders they threaten, like Udome, like that guy, the governor from Brunei. So that's the fight, because you cannot turn your state into a Boko Haram state and you are collecting more from the IGRO. I don't understand. I don't understand. Now, you know, if you allow insecurity to strive in your region and you are collecting more money from another region to make peace reign in your region. Now, with this new tax reform, you as a governor, you have to make your state viable for more investors to come in so that you can generate more IGRO for your people. Now, if this tax reform is passed today, sir, the issue of Boko Haram for North will just die natural death. Because they don't see money from another region to take sponsor their evil act. Now, you discover, say, the region where crisis day, the federal government devote more fund to that region. Why the governors themselves will just fall down every month, they know say IGRO will come, they know say the government will come help them fight insecurity that they created by themselves. So you cannot create a system to destabilize your region and you continue to benefit from another region who make their region peaceful. Think. Like Lagos, for example, now, Lagos State, they do everything within their power to increase the IGRO base, to make sure that things work. Then they must benefit more. So which means, if they pass the new tax reform, the federal government should not give license to states to begin to build more refinery for themselves. May they begin to open wharf for themselves. May they begin to build port for themselves to decongest Lagos. Yes. Now, if the federal government begin to give backing to states where want build seaport, then they go decongest Lagos. I think we need to begin to look into this direction. For this tax reform to work, number one, like Lagos State, let them break the monopoly of the port. When they break the monopoly of the seaport, let other regions that want to build seaport build. Then the federal government will now support that region to have their seaport. Like in Edo, for example, the past government tried to build a seaport and all the paperwork has been done. But because of federal government, this authority or to control the system, they don't want to allow the seaport work. Now, if the federal government break down monopoly from Lagos State to say, look, we want other regions to have their seaport. Any governor that have been able to pass the bill, they have been able to create the enabling environment for the seaport, then the federal government cannot support that state to build their seaport to decongest Lagos State. Yes, to decongest Lagos State. Now, you cannot look other states will not get international airports where they need to upgrade. Then upgrade those local airports to international airport so that those states or that region cannot generate more IGRO for themselves. So I just think out of the box so that all of us will really understand the benefit of this tax reform. For this tax reform to be impactful to all regions, so they need to break so many monopoly. Break down so many monopoly. So the monopoly of federal government having more of their federal parastatal in one region to break it. Now, for example, like the data, like the South-South, where they get oil, so they'll need to make all the refinery in South-South work. Then give more license to governors or investors that want to build refinery in those regions. Let them build. Now, in building that refinery, they cannot generate more IGRO for their state. Like a state will get so many limestone, they cannot give them license. Oh yeah, let company come to build more cement factory because you people have the limestone, you people have all the product. By so doing, that state will not generate more IGRO. Okay, Michael Bay say it will bring out the development potential of each state. Each governor will have to work more to develop their state. Perfect. Like Michael Ray, very correct. So, make we not the two fight ourselves. Let us begin to think, how can our region, how can our state, how can our area be developed? Now, if we think about development, all this infighting, blah, blah, trying to bring each other down will no longer be necessary. So for me, for the tax reform to be more effective, number one, the federal government need to break the monopoly of the seaport in Lagos State. Break it. Let other regions have their ports so that they can generate more IGRO for their states. Then upgrade the local airports in each of those states to international airports. So not just only Lagos will have international airport or Abuja have international airport. The entire state, the 36 states should have international airports so that flight from or other country can come straight to your state. Not necessarily going to Lagos first. Yes. So by so doing, other states will now have to start generating more IGRO. So I'm just thinking out of the box. What is the benefit of the tax reform? How can it work for the people? That's it. Edo State, God is helping up in Edo State, helping us in Edo State. So it is not left for the federal government to give more backing to the state to do their own. Now, Edo State, now they try to generate light through Oshomo, and before you know, other companies still come say they want to build another electricity. Before you know, the entire state will now begin to generate light for themselves. So not be controlled by one individual when he sit down for a parlor to begin to say, I know I made like day, Edo, light no good day. I know one made like day Baisha, light no good day. I know one make light day for Kafachan, light no good day. It no go be like that again. So those governors will now have to take ownership of their territory. They will now have to take ownership of their region. Then, if you take ownership of your region, you know, will allow some persons to come begin to commit crime that will destabilize your state. You know, will agree. You go work to make sure, say, they not destabilize your state. You go work to make sure, say, there is peace in your state. You go work so to the extent that you know, will allow crime to become the order of the day for your state. Because if you allow crime, if you allow insecurity for your state, that one will also work against your attribute, your IGRO. Yes. So, make we come out from the season of trying to witch hunt, of trying to pull each other down, but let us move into the season of, let us think holistically, what will actually bring development to our region, what will bring development to our country, what will bring development to our state. Now, if we get this mind, you will discover, say, every region now will prosper. Like the Southeast, they are so endowed. So which means they will now have the potential to bring out their talent, to bring out their skill. Because they know if they squander more their money, they also have problem. Those not state actors where they try to control the system, it will just go down. Then the state governors will now have more funds to run. So for me, the tax reform is the way forward. I think all right-thinking Nigerians should embrace this tax reform. And the question I also ask again, why some Northerners, they fight against the tax reform? Why? Like my brother Michael Ray, you already talking. He said it will bring out the development potential of each state. Very, very correct. So each governor will not have to work for more development. They will not have to work to develop their state. So this one is just my own opinion. This one is my own personal opinion on this issue of the tax reform. This one is my own personal opinion. So I believe, say, the federal government will go see the video, they will watch them. I know. Let them have a rethink. Break the monopoly of seaport in Lagos, decongest Lagos seaport, decongest the international airport. State will never get international airport, they get local airport, upgrade. Let this governor upgrade. Any state that want to build international airport, let them begin to build and upgrade. So any state which they want to get their seaport should build their seaport to generate more IGRO. That's the way to go. If not, if we not put those things to consideration, the tax reform will just be another waste. Yeah. So my people, now sure I want to talk and reach. This one is my own personal opinion on the tax reform. Let the federal government do the needful. And I believe so many lazy governors now will not have to work. Yes. So many lazy state governors, they will come sit tight now. Them go no say, if they not generate better IGRO, nothing for them. It's a win-win for all. If our so-called big men actually they pay tax for this country, a lot of our youth know Japa. There's a gospel truth. A lot of our youth, they don't go Japa now. Japa go where? They are feeding from the poor to enrich themselves. So the rich are actually collecting more from the poor to enrich themselves. But I think with this tax reform, the rich will have to pay more for the poor to survive, not the poor paying for the rich to survive. So that narrative have to change. If that narrative change, I believe we are good to go. Yet my brother Famous Osas, my wonderful brother, my wonderful friend. Man, I really appreciate you, my brother. Famous Osas. You are good. You are a good brother. And thank you for always following my broadcast, share the broadcast. And I want to really say thank you, my brother, Famous Osas. So, Michael Ray, I see you. I say thank you one more time. Then my brother, Igodaro Oyechas, I want to say thank you. Because your comment really said, support a new tax reform that will boost state to bring more to the table. That's it. The state will now have to bring more. So the issue of Boko Haram for Borno, it will just die natural death. This is the gospel truth. The issue of Boko Haram, insecurity for Borno State, it will just go down. It will just go down. Then the southeast, where they shout lockdown every Monday, that thing will just go down. Will just go down. Yes, my brother Frank. Yeah, hello, how you doing? Yes, I see you, brother Frank. Yeah, my brother Eric. I see you. So let's make we support the tax reform. That's why I want to talk and reach. I don't want to really talk much. Watch out for more updates, and we'll begin to talk about what is happening in various regions and how we can actually contribute to the development of those regions, and to also see how we can minimize the negative narrative, the negative videos, or they pull out from different regions. That will see how to minimize those negative videos, but rather to dwell more on positivity. Now, if you stay positive, you dey far for negative thing to becloud your sense of reasoning. Okay, my brother said you don't want to do the right thing. Yeah, but at least this tax reform will make them to do the right thing. Yes, my brother Eric, you are very correct. But this tax reform will make them to do the right thing. Yeah, my brother, Idahosa no Sakari. Yes, I see you. It's been a while. So, I think all well-meaning Nigerians, the talented youth out there, let us see how we can speak more about this new tax reform and the need for other state governments or state governors to embrace this tax reform. And anybody, when you see say come out, fight against this tax reform, just know say they don't want the development of the country. They never want me their own state develop. And any senator, any governor, we want fight against the tax reform, just know say that governor not get something for a head to produce for the people. That's just the truth. So you cannot be collecting from other regions to enrich yourself. No. Everybody need to bring something to the table. So guys, I want to say thank you for sharing this broadcast. Like what I've said before, this one is my own personal opinion. If the tax reform doesn't work, let the federal government break the monopoly of the border of the seaport in Lagos State. Break the monopoly. Let other states have their own seaport. See if cargo will not move direct from Europe to that. Now, what is the advantage? The advantage of having multiple seaports is that any cargo we need to go south. It no need to land for Lagos. We just go. It need to go southeast or south. The cargo no need to stay for Lagos. It will just go straight to southeast. It will just go straight to south. I think it will make more sense, right? It will make more sense. Now, if we get international airport for south, instead of maybe anybody where they go south, you don't need to fly to Lagos first. Maybe from Dubai to Lagos, you now take another plane from Lagos to Bayelsa or Port Harcourt. No. So you can fly from Ghana, or you can fly from Niger. You can fly from Dubai International Airport straight to Port Harcourt. You understand now? So let's think. You cannot fly straight to Port Harcourt. Now, Port Harcourt EDG, the people from the southeast or south, no need to go land for Lagos first or to go land for Abuja first. You just take an international flight straight to your region I think it will make more sense. So this is just my own personal opinion. So guys, I want to say thank you. Happy December, and everything will be fine. And we'll talk maybe later in the day. We'll talk about the need for us not to put put ourselves on stress because of December, Christmas.com. No. Let's say make do with what you have. You don't need to borrow. So we'll be discussing those topics, and let's see how it goes. So guys, I want to say thank you. God bless you.
Now we don't hear from Apostle Alfred Uyinosa. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things wey dey happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share am. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.